Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a pretty wild corner of the internet. We're looking into whether a random website can actually literally print free money for your online payments, and what actually goes down behind the scenes when you try to use one. If you've ever been tempted to find a quick, anonymous way to grab a subscription or run a new ad campaign, you're definitely going to want to pay close attention to this one.
So, let's dive right in. Can a website magically print free money? I mean, it sounds totally ridiculous, right? But believe it or not, it's effectively what millions of privacy-conscious users are searching for every single day. Look, we get it. You want privacy, you want fast access, and you just want a simple way to pay for digital services or ads without tying it all back to your personal bank account. So people hit up search engines looking for some sort of magic money generator. But here's the thing. By doing that, they are actually setting themselves up for a massive, massive trap.
Section 1. The magic money myth and the reality of fake generators. All right, let's unpack the math behind the myth here. When someone Googles virtual MasterCard Generator, they're usually expecting a 16-digit number, an expiry date, and a CVV security code that just works instantly. And crazily enough, these scam sites actually do spit out numbers that look incredibly real. How? Well, they're exploiting the ISO IEC 7812 standard and something called the Loon algorithm. Now, this is basically just a math formula used globally by banks to calculate the final digit of a credit card just to make sure the number is formatted correctly. These generators simply use that algorithm to create random combinations that pass a basic math check. It completely tricks you into thinking you've just generated a legit card.
But wow, here is the crucial catch. It passes the math test, sure, but it absolutely fails the bank test. While these fake numbers might look perfect mathematically, they have the right amount of digits, the algorithm checks out, they are completely empty. They aren't connected to a real issuing bank, they aren't linked to a digital wallet, and there is absolutely zero money backing them up. Just air.
Moving on to Section 2. Why fake cards fail and the harsh checkout reality.
So, let's look at what actually happens when you take that mathematically perfect yet totally fake card over to a strict checkout page. When we compare fake generators right next to real virtual cards, it becomes blatantly obvious why fakes fail. Payment processors, think PayPal, Google Ads, or Netflix, they don't just look at a number to see if the math is right. They demand a real authorization source. They literally ping the network to verify there's an actual bank issuing the card and actual funds sitting in an account. Fake generators, they completely lack all of that. And that is exactly why you instantly get slapped with those frustrating card declined or payment not authorized errors.
Section 3. Generator dangers, scams, and the very real risks.
Okay, so here's the real cost of trying to get something for nothing. Messing around with these useless fake numbers doesn't just waste your time. It actively puts your digital security and really your entire online identity at severe risk. We're talking about sites secretly harvesting your data, collecting your IP address, injecting malware right into your device, and even redirecting you to super dangerous phishing pages. But honestly, the most immediate danger for marketers and users out there is the platform risk. Trying to pay with a fabricated card is treated as attempted fraud by payment processors, period. That triggers permanent account bans. You could literally lose your entire Google Ads or Facebook account just for trying to test out a fake number. These generator websites are seriously bad news. Now, before we talk about the actual solution, let's take a quick, fascinating detour into how credit reporting really works. Have you guys ever heard of the 15/3 credit card trick? Basically, it's a payment timing method where you pay part of your balance 15 days before your statement closes and the rest 3 days before it closes. Now, it doesn't magically boost your score with extra on-time payments or anything, but it strategically lowers your reported credit utilization. Why? Because banks report your balance right when the statement closes, not on your actual due date. It's a real, mathematically sound financial strategy, totally unlike those dangerous generator myths we were just talking about.
All right, Section 4. Real virtual cards and how they actually work. So, if random generators are just a dangerous scam, how do you actually get the privacy and the fast access you need for online payments? Well, real virtual MasterCards operate inside a highly regulated system. It's basically a three-step dance. First, the merchant sends a request. Second, that request is routed securely through the official MasterCard network. And third, which is absolutely the most important step, a licensed financial provider instantly verifies your actual funds. They are treated exactly like physical plastic cards, they just live purely in the digital space.
Which brings us to Section 5, the CardUpNow solution for secure online payments.
And this is where we introduce the actual legitimate hero of the story, giving you true online payment power without risking your money, your devices, or those precious ad accounts. Instead of gambling your business on a scam website, you can use a trusted financial service platform like CardUpNow. By visiting CardUpNow.com, you can instantly launch high-security Visa, MasterCard, and Elite virtual cards perfectly tailored for your global needs. Guys, this is the modern, safe alternative to that whole generator myth.
I mean, their official mission statement really says it all. CardUpNow makes online payments simple, secure, and instant with virtual cards you can trust. They provide the exact, fully funded payment solutions you need to safely and seamlessly navigate the internet today. You're getting the privacy you want, the high limits you need, and the absolute certainty that your payments are actually going to go through without triggering massive fraud alerts.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought to really chew on. Are you still risking your digital security on scams? Or are you finally ready for a real virtual card? Take a hard look at how you pay online. It is definitely time to stop the frustrating payment failures, protect your sensitive data from shady generation sites, and really step up your digital security game. You can check out all these secure prepaid virtual options by visiting CardUpNow.com today. All right, thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.